Hello, this is a video description of my car which is up for sale. It's a 2004 BMW M3 SMG convertible. It's a facelift model. It's Mystic Blue with champagne extended interior, and it's sitting on 19-inch 220M wheels from the next model up M3. So with regards to the exterior, the paintwork is the paintwork of a 20-year-old body that's been relatively taken care of. I've had it resprayed about 5 years ago, the car completely, and I've also had the front bumper resprayed last week because I had the corner splitter which I ripped off, and the bumper had very big dents in it and everything from the glue that basically was holding on the corner splitter, and I didn't like it, so I got it fixed. It has stone chips in the front because the car has been used on the motorway quite a lot, and other than that, this wing is okay, no problems. The door is fine, no problems. I managed to put a dent right here when I had the unfortunate incident with another parked car while I was trying to park. I'm not very good at parallel parking. It's left a dent, it's double skinned, it cannot be easily repaired, so I haven't repaired it. The boot is in good condition. It has a lip spoiler. I also have the short stub antenna from the Z4, I think it was, because I didn't like the long antenna that the aerial that the cars usually come with. The bumper is in good condition, no damage. There are some stickers, I'll remove them. The rear diffuser is the carbon fiber one, and it has the bigger Euro tips that are polished. It's a facelift model, so it has the LED lights, of course. And this quarter panel, door and wing are in excellent condition. So all in all, there is no rust, not much. There is a very little bit of rust on the top here on the windscreen, so that will need to be addressed at some point in its life, but none on the arches or anywhere else because the car has been painted, treated, and then always garaged and rarely taken out in the rain. It is a high mileage car. It has 181,000 miles, and it will be going up because I use it daily. Not so much, but I use it. And it looks like this. It's a very good color combo, I think. If we look at the interior, so this car originally came with a black leather interior, but I love champagne interior so much I bought another one, swapped them around and sold that one over. That was many years ago, almost as soon as I bought the car back in 2015. All of the clips were replaced with new ones and everything, so everything sits in place as it should do. It is a champagne interior, so it's inevitable to have some wear and tear, so this is worn a little bit. And the bolster is a little bit worn, but it's not torn or anything like that, so that's fine. There's a bit of a weird discoloration on the armrest. I'm sure that can probably be repaired, but it's not the end of the world. The ski hatch cover, I do have it. It will be supplied with the car. I just don't use it because, well, the guardian angel of the car sits there and the subwoofer actually sits there, so you cannot have it there. As I said, it is the extended leather, so the lower part of the dashboard is in cream leather as well, and it's generally a very nice place to be in when you're driving the car. It has also had some color coding of parts, so the chrome is almost completely gone from the side grills and the kidney grills. They are blue. That was original black, the vent on the bonnet, and it's now blue as well, and so are the fog light surrounds as well. With regards to mechanically, the car is in very good condition. The engine is not modified in any way. There's not even a filter or a program or anything on it. The exhaust is stock, and the only thing that I've done to it is I've removed some of the material inside it, so it sounds a little bit deeper, but it's not annoying on long trips, which is exactly what I like. The engine puts out a healthy 321 horsepower. I've had a dynode in the past. It's not leaking oil from anywhere. I have lots of service history with it. I've kept all of the receipts of all of the work that I've done with the car. and so you will get a folder full of receipts and history of the car. Oil changes have been happening much more frequently than recommended by the car, because lately I haven't been driving it too much, especially since the pandemic really, and it has been getting serviced every 1 or 2 years or 3 to 5,000 miles really. So it is in very good condition. It pulls hard all the way to the end of the rev of the range, and no problems whatsoever. It is an SMG. I have done all of the preventative maintenance for it. So I've changed the temperature sensors, the fluid has been changed a couple of times for the pump. I've never had any problems with it really, and it's always been working okay. I've also changed the Salmon relay as well. So I guess I've been lucky, or it's a good car in that sense, I'm sure. Transmission, the diff has been replaced by Dara at Everything M3 a few years ago at great cost, but now it runs perfectly, works well. And other than that, the wheels, it's sitting on 220Ms from the A92 M3. I got them from a very low mileage car. They're not in very good condition. There is oxidation and a little bit of curbing. I would recommend that whoever gets the car refurbishes them if they want the car to be perfect. They are wearing Michelin Pilot Super Sports, but they are near the end of their life. So before the next MOT, which is next February 2025, I think they will need to be replaced. Discs and pads have less than 5,000 miles on them, and they're genuine BMW ones. The calipers are stock as well, just painted blue. I've had Goodrich braided lines and high temperature fluid in them, because we have been to the Nürburgring a few times with this. And it's also sitting on BCBR coilovers, which I installed because the stock suspension was getting tired, and these were actually cheaper to replace it with, and they do run very well. They are adjustable. They have 30 stages of softness and everything. I have it on setting 5 out of 30, so it's very soft and it's very comfortable for day-to-day driving, and you can very easily adjust it if you want to go to the Nürburgring or do a track day, although I can't imagine why you would do a track day in this, but never mind. So yes, it drives and handles well. Most of the bushes have been replaced fairly recently as well. There's no weird rattles or noises and stuff like that. So mechanically, as far as I'm concerned, the car is in sound condition. As for other modifications in general in the car, there are a few small choice mods that I've done over the years to make it more easy for me to use. I have the gear lever from an E92 M3. It's all wired up, lights up and works correctly. It shows you when it's in neutral, reverse and in gear and all that. I've done the middle button mod. So this button will now do a one touch up and down for the windows. So that works well as well. I had the flaps replaced with bigger, longer aluminum ones, because I have a small disability on my left hand, so I couldn't really reach the other silver ones. And it's had the CSL map on the gearbox, so the changes are smoother and better. It had a little bit of coding on the alarm, so when you unlock the car, it basically just flashes, and when you lock it, it beeps as well, because when you lock it, you're walking away from the car, so you want to hear that it's done it. Lights and everything else works well. All the electrics, no problem. All the buttons work and they do whatever they should do. The air conditioning blows cold, it's fine. And the sound system on it, I have an Alpine 178 BT source, which is through USB and Bluetooth. Works very well with my phone, no problems there. All the speakers have been replaced with ground zero components, front and rear, and I have a ground zero 10-inch sub in the back, and I've covered the base of it with the same leather as well as the seats, so that it matches exactly and doesn't look awkward. I have also had the mirror replaced by Mirror John, as well as the wing mirrors. The wing mirror motors have been replaced, so they both fold electrically up and down without any issues. And the boot, I also have the windbreaker for it, of course, and the amplifier for the sound is back there without taking up too much space in the back of the car. And of course, it has a roof. It's blue, It's in very good condition. There's no discoloration, there's no damage on it anywhere, so it's pretty clean for a 20-year-old roof. I do have a hardtop in the same color, same trim and everything as well with the car, and the roof spends most of its life, 8 to 9 months a year inside with the hardtop on, so it is in pretty good condition. The rear window is of course in excellent condition, it's heated and it works well, and that's it. So to recap, 2004, high mileage, 181,000, I think is the highest one I've seen online, but very well loved and maintained. It has been my dream car. I've had it for 9 years now. The only reason I'm selling it is because I've come across an SL 500 very, very cheap, almost free, so I couldn't really pass on to that. And I've done everything I wanted to do with this car. I've been to shows, I've modded it, I've traveled, I've driven to Greece 2 times, I've driven to the Netherlands lots of times, to the Nürburgring 6 or 7 times, all across Europe really. I've really enjoyed this car, but I think now it's time that it goes to somebody else, and because it is now a 20-year-old car, I think it's time it became a garage queen really, rather than a daily as I need to use it. And that's it. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, please let me know.